It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and we've got the Dragons' superstar wide receiver. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Dragons of Brooklyn and the London Monarchs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Brooklyn first down.
Throwing on first down, Ellsworth. Caught here by Griffin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Ellsworth. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It's second down and 10.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's man. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Ellsworth. Got his man. That's Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dragons are on the board first here this afternoon. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. But you look at this defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They'll run on first down. It's Turner, and this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Anderson. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Up the middle they go. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On first down, it's Turner, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Anderson. This pass into the hands of Turner. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Riley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This a quick pass to Davis. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Riley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Brooklyn.
Looking to throw. Ellsworth. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Ellsworth. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
London about set to take over on offense. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll run on 1st down. Cox. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cox, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Let's rock and roll. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Up the middle they go. It's Riley, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Brooklyn first down.
Looking to throw. Ellsworth
getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Ellsworth looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
And that flag accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Ellsworth. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now 2nd and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd and 2, Ellsworth.
And this one nearly intercepted. Oh, that's a ball he thinks he should have had. Instead, maybe a chance for the offense to get 3 out of it after all. 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. London about set to take over on offense.
Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. A big play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down now, it's Riley, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Ellsworth. Throw left side complete. That's man. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
To throw on third down, Ellsworth.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
And the Brooklyn first down.
Operating from the gun, Ellsworth. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Griffin. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Riley, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Dragons.
Off the bootleg, Ellsworth. Pass incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw, Ellsworth. And this is going to be incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. London about set to take over on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a give, right side. It's Cox. Muscles him off. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 1st and 10, Anderson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Leonard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Here's Anderson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14.
Anderson now off the play fake.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack that moved him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Cox. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Ellsworth. He finds his man complete. That's man. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A final shot before break. Ellsworth. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, Anderson.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Operating from the gun, Anderson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the 1st down to go along with it.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
On 1st down, Cox.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And this
this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Anderson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Monarchs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Lucas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run the counter. It's Riley.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Ellsworth. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Ellsworth
goes right back to him. It's Griffin again.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Now Anderson going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cox. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They go play action here on first down.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd
Now a give right side. It's Cox. Nice. There he goes right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Where they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Off play action. Anderson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Looking to throw. Anderson. He finds his man complete. It's Leonard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 24 now, here's second down at a yard.
Off the play fake. Anderson. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
And now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Monarchs are able to extend their lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11th. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and a yard. Here's Tucker.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Tucker.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Ellsworth. Caught right side. Davis. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Oakland.
Operating from the gun. Ellsworth.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Ellsworth. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. London about set to take over on offense.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
It's 2nd and inches.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back now here in London. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. To throw is Anderson. To throw on 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Anderson to throw on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
It's a big play there on 3rd down. 41 yards.
I love the poise in the pocket right here. Protection, absolutely sensational. And he's able to use that protection to scan the field, make sure his receiver came open, and then deliver a perfect pass. That was beautiful.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Monarchs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw on second down, Ellsworth. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Alexander. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They run. It's Tucker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll run with Tucker. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Off play action. Ellsworth.
Open man downfield is Davis.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Back to throw again. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an in. Now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point after, right down the middle, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. London about set to take over on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far. And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Anderson looking to throw on second down. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Anderson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ellsworth over the middle, complete. It's man. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to settle him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Tucker. Touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. London about set to take over on offense.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now, as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Ellsworth. He finds his man. Complete. It's man. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job. Forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do. But what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ellsworth. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Ellsworth.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Now 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So now Las Vegas down by 4, a little under 50 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue late as they come up on first down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Anderson loses the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. How about this? They'll try the option left side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This is 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
He's back to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Brooklyn, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for London, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.